Assalamualaikum to everyone. Today, the topic we are going to discuss on our YouTube channel Learn with Uzi Harry would be the trigonometry of O-level addition mathematics 4037. In this, I am going to teach you, or I'm going to guide you the basic things which we are going to discuss in this, the basic trigonometry which every mathematics student needs to be understand, or you can say that needs to be known with these things. First of all, we have to just know that how many functions we have got. We have couple of functions such as sine theta, cosine theta, tangent theta. These three are the basic functions which are also being seen in the O-level mathematics 4024. But as far as O-level addition mathematics concerned 4037, we have three more functions: secant, cosecant, cotangent. Basically, secant is the reciprocal of the cosine, the cosecant theta would be the reciprocal of the sine, and cotangent would be the reciprocal of tan theta. It would also be written as cosine over sine. As reciprocal, you can see that tan theta means sine theta upon cosine theta. Basically, in graph situation, the sine theta is considered on the y-axis while the cosine theta is considered on the x-axis. First of all, you have to need to understand about the things of these four quadrants: 1, 2, 3, 4. A, S, T, C. What this A means? A means all the angles are positive in this region or in the first quadrant. Sorry, all the angles, not all the functions are positive. As far as for second quadrant, S means only sine is positive, T means only tangent is positive, and C means only cosine is positive. Rest of them there are negative. So in the first quadrant, we always find the basic angle. In the second quadrant, if we have to substitute or if we have to reflex our angle, we do 180 minus theta, or you can say that 180 minus our basic angle. Basically, in third quadrant, we do 180 plus our basic angle. These are the angles which we are going to when we shift our angles due to the circumstances from basic angles. And as far as fourth quadrant is concerned, it would be 360 minus basic angle. Basically, this theta all over the here is the basic angle which we got here. But when we have to shift the values, because we know that in finding the angles or in finding the angles of these functions, we don't have only one value. We have couple of values which lies in the different quadrants. So we must need to know in which quadrant these things lies. So this is the criteria which we need to have to follow. Now, starting from this, in this there is also of graph sketching. Graph sketching must be known to every students. In this video, the graph sketching would not be discussed properly, but I would like to hear the feedback from your side if you are interested in graph sketching. That because in O-level mathematics, in O-level addition mathematics and A-level mathematics pure components, you need to understand that graph is very most important component which need to be understand, because it has to be drawn, it has to be known, it has to be studied very well. So for this, we must this example for you: y equals to a sine bx plus c. Basically, the position on which the angle is multiplying this particular value would be the amplitude. This is the amplitude. If you have studied the O-level physics, even O-level physics, if you have studied, so you should know that the amplitude means the maximum height or maximum displacement from the undisturbed line to the peak. And as far as period concerned, so the period is affected by this b, the value which is written with this angle x. This is basically the angle x. And plus c, it affects the vertical axis. So I'm just going to show you all these things. Let's suppose the question is written in front of you is y equals to sine x. The graph of y equals to sine x is drawn here. You can see that the period is of 2 pi. Now the cycle is of 2 pi. The one complete cycle consists of 2 pi. 2 pi means 360 degree. When you have studied the circular measure in O-level addition mathematics, you have to be known the difference between the radians and degrees and how to convert between these two. So the cycle equals to 2 pi divided by b. So what is 2 pi? 2 pi is basically the 180, or you can say the 360 divided by b is equals to cycle. So the cycle is affected by this b. If your b is 1, so 2 pi upon 1 equal to be 2 pi. So in this situation, when you have got this y equals to sine x, you have c0, b1 and a1. A1 means the amplitude is of 1. You can see that amplitude is of 1 from the maximum heat to the undisturbed line. You can see that the cycle is of 2 pi because the b is 1. There is no number written between the sine and x, the angle, and you can see that there is no c value, so the value which affects the vertical axis is 0. So it is a simplest graph you can see, that of y equals to sine x. Other graph need to be understood, other graph need to memorize. There are few things which need to be memorized, and there are few things which need to be understood by you when you are talking about the graph or when you have to draw the graphs. You can see that I have written the comments, b equals to 1, so 2 pi is, and number 2, c equals 0, so no shifting in y-axis, and a equals to 1, so amplitude is 1. Okay, I hope you understand all these things. Now moving forward, we have couple of identities which need to be memorized by you. This is written that sine 90 minus theta equals to cos theta, cos 90 minus theta equals to sin theta, tan 90 minus theta equals to 1 over tan theta. These identities need to be memorized by you. These are also three identities: sin square theta plus cosine square theta equals to 1, 1 plus cot square theta equals to cosec square theta, and tan square theta plus 1 equals to sec square theta. Now for any angle, these three identities need to be understood or need to be known, that whenever the angle of cosine would be negative or positive, they both have the same value. When the angle of the sine is negative, it would have the value of minus of all other function. It means you are going to get your answer in negative sign, and same is as for tangent theta. This would be understood by you if you solve these type of questions. Now page number 240, if you go to O level addition mathematics book, I would try to give the link on the description in this video of this book. The page number 240, we have exercise 10.1. given that the question 4 is that given that tan A equals to 2, find the value of 2 tan A plus tan 90 minus A. Basically A is the angle. It is written that tan A equals to 2. Now you have to be known that if tan A equals to 2, so you have to know that it would be, and you have to find the value of tan 90 minus A. So when you are seeing these things, you should know that the value of the variable of the angle can be changed because it is variable. It could be A, it could be B, or even it could be get theta. So if you have to find the value of 2 tan A plus tan 90 minus A, you have to solve these questions. You should know that tan 90 minus, the value of tan 90 minus A is not given in the question, but you have to find this value by looking at the data which have been given you. The data which have been given you is tan A minus 2. Tan A equals to 2. So for tan A equals to 2.